Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Adab Iskandar bin Ahmad Faiz, and my trick number is 1232227. So today we will review one movie that we choose, which is Madu 3. Not to mention, we are from Group 7, TLB2 and KLB1. So the first issue is in this case we have three issues that arose in this movie. First, whether the husband is allowed to enter into a polygamous marriage without obtaining prior permission from the Sharia court as required under Islamic family law. Second, whether the husband has treated all wives fairly and justly in terms of emotional support, time, and living arrangements as required under Islamic law, under Islamic family law principle. And lastly, whether the divorce really happened when a husband lies in a divorcing her wife.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Shafiq Aiman bin Suni. My metric number 1232207. So today I will be talking about the first issue. The issue is whether the husband is allowed to enter into a polygamous marriage without obtaining prior permission from the Sharia court as required under Islamic family law. As we know, polygamy in Islam is originally permitted, but it is not an absolute right. It is permissibility depends on the husband's ability to act justly. As stated in the Quran, in Surah An-Nisa, verse 3, it is clearly stated in that verse. According to Al-Fiqh Al-Manhaji by Wahbah Al-Zuhaili, the ruling on polygamy may vary depending on the situation. It may be permissible or recommended when there is genuine necessity and justice can be upheld. But it may become disliked or prohibited if these conditions are not fulfilled. Justice in polygamy includes fairness in maintenance, accommodation, time allocation, and good treatment. Although emotional love cannot be fully equal, it must not result in injustice or harm to anyone. This requirement shows that the polygamy in Islam is based on responsibility and not personal desire. So, under Section 23 of the Islamic Family Law of Federal Territories, a husband must obtain prior permission from the Sharia court before practicing polygamy. This was reinforced in Aisha Abdul Rauf and one Muhammad Yusuf Othman, where in this case the court ruled that financial ability alone is insufficient to justify polygamy. So to apply in this movie in Madu 3, Jamil practices polygamy without court permission and fails to act justly, causing harm to his wives. Therefore, his polygamy is unlawful under Malaysian Islamic family law and haram in Islam. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ikmal Hamdi Barusli. Number metric 1232211. And I will be talking about the second issue for this movie, which is whether a divorce really happened when a husband was lying while pronouncing a divorce to his wife. First of all, Islam prohibits Muslim from joking regarding three things based on hadith Nabi SAW. Salasun jidduhunna jid wa hazluhunna jid, an-nikah wa talaq wa raj'ah, which are marriage divorce, and rujuk. For a divorce to really happen, the requirements of a valid divorce must be fulfilled, which are there is a husband, there is a wife, there is a pronunciation of divorce, intention, and the ability to divorce. Among all of these requirements of a valid divorce, the pronouncement of divorce is the one that need to be emphasized, since it is the one related to this issue. There are two types of pronouncements of divorce. First, explicit, and second, implicit. In regard to explicit pronouncement of divorce, like the word tolak, it does not need to any intention for divorce to happen. For example, while a husband and wife were arguing or bickering with each other, if the husband said, "Want tolak for you," therefore the divorce really happened, even when there is no intention. And now regarding the second type of pronouncement of divorce, which is implicit. For this type, divorce only occurs when the husband had intended to divorce his wife while pronouncing divorce. The translation of the word firaq and sarah, which are in Malay cerai and lepaskan, are implicit pronouncement of divorce, meaning that the divorce only occurs if the husband intended to do so while pronouncing these words. In this movie, Jamil said the word cerai while lying to his wife, meaning that it is a kind of implicit pronouncement of divorce. Therefore, the divorce only happened if Jamil really intended to divorce his wife. This is supported by the case of Haslina Abdul Majid and Jamil Maknoh, where the court held that the word cerai is a kind of implicit pronouncement of divorce. Therefore, in this current movie, the divorce will not happen if Jamil did not intend to do so.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fauzal Hakim bin Muhammad Fairuz. My matrix number is 1232278. I will continue on the third issue, whereby the issue is whether Jamil has been justice or has been adil to his 4 wives. Okay, as a basic, in Islam permits polygamy, but justice or adl is a mandatory condition for its permissibility, and this can be seen in the Surah An-Nisa verse 3, where Allah Subhanahu wa Taala mentions it allows a man to marry 2, 3 or 4 women only if he is able to deal justified with them. If justified cannot be upheld, then marriage is restricted to 1 wife. According to Professor Dr. Hamka in Tafsir Al-Azhar verse 3 of Surah Nisa, it must be read as a whole. While the first part permits polygamy, the second part prohibits it when justice cannot be maintained. Dr. Hamka emphasizes also that if injustice is foreseeable, polygamy becomes forbidden, as Islam does not tolerate zolim. Justice must extend beyond food and shelter to include dignity, security, fairness in marital rights. Okay. In majority of classical jurists, including Imam Ash-Shafi'i, As-Sarahsi, and Al-Khasani, interpret justice as outward and material justice. This include fair division, equal provision, and maintenance. Okay. In contrast, emotional inclination and love are matters of the heart and cannot be measured or controlled. This can be said in Surah An-Nisa verse 1 to 3, whereby Allah Subhanahu wa Taala mentions that Allah acknowledged that perfect equality in affection is impossible, but strictly warns husbands not to incline completely towards one wife while neglecting others. Under the Malaysian Sharia law, justice and financial capability are essential conditions for polygamy. Courts have consistently intervened where unequal treatment leads to harm, often through maintenance orders and dissolution of marriage. And in this scenario, that we can see that Jamil's action would likely be viewed by the Sharia courts as ground for fasakh due to proven harm, deception, and failure to fulfill obligatory justice. And according to Islamic views also, a husband must meet at least two conditions. First, he must be financially capable of supporting his wife, and second, he must act justified towards all of them. Each one must be treated fairly and equally in fulfilling marital, whereby in this scenario, like I said earlier, that Jamil failed to be adil or to fail to treat fairly among his four wives. As a conclusion, Islam permits polygamy. It places strict condition upon it. Justice is not optional, it is the core requirement. In this scenario, Jamil's conduct in Mother Tiga clearly violates the principle of justice laid down in the Quran in Surah An-Nisa verse 3 and Surah Nisa verse 1 to 3, as well as Islamic jurisprudence and Malaysia's Sharia status. His failure to provide fair treatment in time, living arrangements, and emotional security renders his polygamous marriage invalid in practice, even if valid in form. Therefore, Jamil has failed to treat his wife and justly, and his action amount to injustice under Islamic family law. Thank you.
Now we move to the possible solution for the first issue. Based on the issues portrayed in the movie Madu Tiga, the problem arising from polygamy can be prevented through strict compliance with Islamic family law in Malaysia. So Jami should have applied for prior permission from the Sharia court before practicing polygamy, as required by the law. The Sharia court plays a crucial role in assessing justice, necessity, and financial capability to ensure that the rights and welfare of the wives are protected. In this movie, Jamil's failure to act honestly and transparently by concealing his marriage highlights the importance of requiring husbands to inform both existing and future wives of their marital status where injustice or harm occurs as shown in the film. Wives should be encouraged to seek legal remedies such as fasakh, maintenance claims, or court protection. Additionally, public awareness and education on responsible polygamy should be strengthened so that polygamy is practiced in accordance with Islamic principle rather than personal desire. Ultimately, polygamy should only be allowed when it safeguards welfare, which is maslahah, and prevents harm, which darwa syar'i, which was clearly absent in Jamil's situation. That's all from me. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Adam Iskandar bin Ahmad Faiz, and my metric number is 1232227. 1232227. So I will continue with the slide of procedure, which is I will start. Polygamy means having more than one spouse. In Malaysia, it's allowed only for Muslim men in the form of polygyny, with up 4 wives, cannot be more than 4 wives. So under section 23 of the Islamic Family Law Act 1984 stated that a Muslim man must obtain prior written permission from the Sharia court before entering a polygamous marriage. He must provide valid reason for the marriage and proof that he can financially support all his wives and dependents, treat them equally in accordance with hukum syara. So, and ensure that the marriage will not cause harm to his existing wife or wives. So, however, polygamy is prohibited for non-Muslims under the Law Reform Marriage and Divorce Act 1976. which recognizes the monogamous marriage. In one of the cases, which is Negeri Sembilan's Ruzaini Hassan, in this case, the issue aroused in this case was whether the applicant could be said to have the financial means to support two wives. The evidence showed that the applicant only had a balance of RM291.90 left from his monthly income after deducting the expenses for his existing family. The judge dismissed the application and stated that it is a prerequisite that the proposed polygamous marriage should not result in any injustice or victimization. In this case, it was clear that the applicant did not have the means to support two wives and families or to fulfill the requirements under the section 23.3 and 23.4 A, B, C and D of the enactment, which resulted in the reject of the application. As the conclusion, to conclude that Madu 3 teach some key teaching concerning marriage and polygamy under Islamic family law. First, it demonstrates husband is not permitted to enter a polygamous marriage without first receiving permission from the Sharia court, as failure to do so which result in legal issue and martial conflict. In this story or in this movie Madu 3, Jamil has not have a permission from the Sharia court to marry another wife more than one. So it is strictly prohibited for Muslims men to marry more than one wife without permission of Sharia court. That's all from me. Thank you.